Hey everybody, it's Jason with Parallel Reality coming back with you today with an article from November 30th that was also updated on November 30th, it looks like, from Outkick, and it is entitled Miracle on Ice Captain Mike Eruzione Not Sure If America Would Rally Behind Team Today. It says we could use a 1980 right now. And yes, I agree with that headline by itself, but let's go ahead and see what the team captain of the Miracle on Ice team said. It says Mike Eruzione knows a thing or two about American patriotism. The Miracle on Ice Team USA hockey captain was a player for the greatest American sports moment the country has ever seen. Fully agree with that comment. So after seeing a Rusioni quote tweet a story showing his utter disbelief about how a Wellesley, Massachusetts high school would get rid of its annual USA Day Spirit Week celebration due to it being too politicized, I reach out to Rusioni to get his thoughts on the direction the country is heading today compared to how the country rallied around the U.S. hockey team during the 1980 Olympics. And wow, I didn't even know about this. I haven't read this article yet. I just saw I wanted to the article and was like, I think I want to see what Mike Rusioni has to say and then talk about it. And that's him right here. But yeah, getting rid of that because it's too politicized, what, just celebrating the country that you live in? What? That's asinine. So he said, we could use a 1980 right now and what that moment brought to a country. Even 43 years later, if you saw the letters and messages I get from people, we brought a country together that was looking for something to be happy about, and it happened to be us, Eruzione said. 43 years is a long time, but Eruzione says that the country situations were quite similar. He says, I remember when Jim Lampley said it was the first time that Americans were once again happy to wave the flag. That's with everything going on at the time with gas prices, Iranian hostages, and inflation. This is a country we're kind of stuck. And what we found out without knowing and realizing is what kind of rallied our country. And I think we take great pride in our country, and I take I should say pride, not proud, great pride in knowing that the left wing continued. And he said, however, Ruzioni says the one thing that is different today is the escalation of America being attacked and criticized from within, only making it more necessary for the country to get back on track. We could use one of those rallying cries, Ruzioni said, if people would just take a step back and realize how fortunate we are to live in a country or to live in the country that we live in, the opportunities that we have living here, the history of the country, and the reason we're in the position we are because of our great nation, and just enjoy and embrace it. We can disagree on a lot of things, but we can't disagree on how great our country is, and that's what bothers me. And yeah, I'm gonna play this.
You got 10 seconds. The countdown going on right now. Morrow.
Oh, come on, video. What, with 6 seconds left right before they're about to win it? It only goes 35 seconds long. All right, we'll just pause it and keep going. I wanted to play it because that's just such a cool thing to watch. Still gives me goosebumps. Says, but could that American resilience the fans showed all those decades ago still happen today? And he said, that's a great question. I just don't know the mindset of the American people, Eruzione began, before almost talking himself out of thinking what at one time would have been unfathomable. I'd like to think it could. We're not going down the tank here, but we are fragmented and separated, and somebody's got to bring this thing together. Says on the topic of the Massachusetts high school canceling a USA theme day, Eruzione had this to say. That who thinks of things like this? Who decides not to celebrate our country? Why can't we celebrate the United States of America and the great people that have lived here? Go tell our military who are overseas protecting us and our soldiers here that we can't celebrate the United States, the flag, and the patriotism and history of the country. With the military the way it is, who knows? So yeah, here's an embedded tweet from Mike Ruzioni about this. It says Ruzioni continued, and I want to say something. Okay, never mind. Said he continued, we live in the greatest country in the world and we can't celebrate that. You know, I have 6 grandchildren and I wonder what kind of world they're going to live in. I wonder what my grandkids are going to be taught in schools. This is personal for Ruzioni, not just from being a part of Team USA and that historic moment, but his own family as well. Says, I have a son-in-law who's a police officer. My son's a firefighter. My dad was a Marine, he said. I have a nephew that's a U.S. Marshal. I have another nephew that just retired as a full bird colonel in the Marine Corps. So I understand what this country means and what it means to be so fortunate to be here. Well said, Mike. Hopefully it doesn't take a miracle for us to get back there. Yeah, I mean, I'm 100% with Ruzioni on this one. Like, why can't we, like we do need a moment like this, and why can't we celebrate the country that we live in? You don't have to be a patriot for it, you just have to understand what we have here. So let me know what you think about this. Do you agree with Mike Ruzioni on this? Also, what did you think about the Miracle on Ice? And I would recommend checking that out if the video seems to play. But let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.